What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the shed. I'm Josh, and today is going to be our 11th, I'm out of fingers, so it's 10 plus 1, 11th life change in 30 days as part of this 30 life changes in 30 days challenge that I am undergoing for reasons that cannot be explained. Today's challenge is going to be something that has a bit more to do with organization and general sort of like life maturity, adulthood type situation stuff, which is checking the mail. And I'm not referring to email because we all do that all the time, pretty much constantly, because it's right at our fingertips on our phone and it's super easy. I'm talking about actually going out to the mailbox, getting the mail, coming inside, and not just throwing it into a basket or a random pile on your kitchen table. Actually, like taking 5 minutes, going through it. If it's trash, rip it up, recycle it. If it's not, then do whatever you have to do with it. If it's like a coupon book that you want to use, my wife likes to keep an eye on like flyers for the grocery store and stuff like that, which is a good idea. Saves money every now and then. And then obviously bills and stuff that come in. Today we got our real estate tax for the year or for next year or whatever it is. And so that's something that we should hang on to. And probably another video that I should do is having some kind of a filing system, which my wife sort of has implemented, but we kind of just throw stuff in there. But anyways, yeah, so checking the mail. As it is, we have a couple different places that we leave mail. More often than not, it's my wife that runs out to grab it, and she's slightly less organized than I am, or she's slightly less inclined to be organized by default. When I'm messy, it bugs me. When she's messy, it's kind of like, I'll get to it later. And so we have mail in 2 or 3 different spots, like the kitchen table, the butcher block in the kitchen, the front hallway table. There's like a little basket there. Sometimes letters end up sort of sideways in between her baking goods containers that she has on the butcher block, or sometimes they end up on the counter next to the stand mixer, just kind of like slid in between a couple of things, and they either get forgotten or they get left there for weeks at a time before I finally go to clean up a little bit, which now that I'm cleaning every day, it's more obvious when I find these things. But they're sitting there, not in the proper place. Nobody's looking at them. If it's important, we've missed it. Even if it's a bill that we don't care about, like for example, the real estate tax. Our part of our mortgage payment monthly takes care of that, so we don't have to worry about that. But it's still a tax document. We should have it somewhere important or somewhere safe because it's important. And then just like heating bill, electrical bill, stuff like that. Even though we pay them online, we don't actually need the bill. We just go on there once a month, sign in, and make the payment. We still get the bill in the mail. We should take a quick look at it and make sure that nobody's trying to scam us by adding a random fee to it or anything like that. Or at the very least, we shouldn't have just stacks of bills and junk mail sitting on tables taking up space, because it's cluttered and it's disorganized and it's pointless, really. We have several fire pits and fireplaces. We could use them as fuel. Yeah, that's the addition for today. It's a quick and easy one. It makes a big enough difference because they take up a lot of space. Just random stacks of letters and stuff on 3 or 4 different surfaces takes up a lot of space, and clearing that up will be a big difference. So that is today's change. Hopefully we can stick to it, and hopefully it has a bit of a benefit for us. I hope you guys have been enjoying these videos so far. If you haven't, feel free to go back and check out the first 10 videos in the series to get a feel for what I'm going for here. At the very least, check out the first video, because that kind of gives you an example of what the entire project is. And then all of the subsequent videos following that are additional daily challenges that I'm giving myself, each of which lasting for 30 days. This all started on November 1st, if you don't know. And so the 30th challenge will wrap up on the 30th day of December, if that maths correctly. So it's basically a 2-month window where I'm trying all of these things, and at the end of 30 days per challenge, if I feel like it hasn't made a positive impact on my life, I'll stop. It's no big deal. And then after the full 60 days, where all 30 have had a chance to either stop or continue, I will shift off of this project onto whatever it is I want to try next. But for now, this is what we're doing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a chance to go down and like, subscribe, comment. Definitely subscribe if you want to make sure that you don't miss any of the future videos, because obviously you'll get notified if you do subscribe, as long as you make sure that your bell is clicked. I don't know if you know how YouTube works, but there's a little tiny bell next to the subscription box. You can either have just the bell, or you can have the bell with little wavy lines around it. If you don't have bell with wavy lines, then you don't get notifications all the time. You get notifications sometimes. It's a really obnoxious, quirky feature that YouTube decided to add about 2 years ago, and everybody across the board unanimously hates it. It's literally just YouTube doing stupid stuff, because that's what YouTube does sometimes. They're very weird, and they never explain their reasoning. They just feel like they don't have to. So if you're going to subscribe, make sure that your bell is set to wavy bell and not just bell. But other than that, hope you guys had a good one. Thanks for checking the video out, and I will see you, hopefully, tomorrow.